8 Stoic Lessons from Seneca for Mastering Mental Tongues. Stoicism. Welcome to Stoic in Your Life. Today we dive into Stoic Lessons from Seneca for Mastering Mental Tongues. Each lesson we'll discuss offers practical strategies for not just surviving but thriving amidst life's adversities. From focusing on one task at a time to embracing voluntary hardships and finding clarity in solitude, these teachings are not mere philosophies but tools for personal transformation. I invite you to reflect on how these principles can be woven into the fabric of your daily life. How do you currently manage challenges and impulses? Could these Stoic strategies enhance your mental toughness? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below, and let's grow together in resilience and purpose. Join us as we harness the timeless wisdom of Stoicism to navigate the complexities of our lives with grace and strength. One, embrace voluntary hardship to build resilience. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, offers a transformative approach that urges us to step out of our comfort zones intentionally. This is not merely a test of endurance but a vital method for enhancing mental toughness and adaptability. When you purposefully place yourself in challenging scenarios, such as facing your fear of public speaking by regularly engaging in it, you're not just confronting your fear, you're reshaping it into a skill. With time, what seemed insurmountable becomes manageable, and eventually, something you approach with confidence. This Stoic practice isn't about pursuing suffering as an end in itself, but about understanding that real growth often stems from discomfort. Seneca encapsulated this idea when he said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This profound insight reminds us that our greatest suffering often arises not from our actual experiences, but from our perceptions of them. It's crucial to discern that feeling victimized by our circumstances can lead us into a passive mindset, where life seems to happen to us, not for us, or with us. Choosing to embrace voluntary hardships means resetting our comfort thresholds. In today's world, where comfort and convenience are often prioritized, opting for the more challenging path can seem radical. However, Stoicism compels us to reconsider our understanding of true comfort. Is genuine comfort simply the absence of discomfort? Or is it the presence of inner strength and peace that comes from knowing we are capable of handling whatever challenges come our way? By adopting this Stoic principle, we not only grow in resilience, but also gain a greater appreciation for our current circumstances. Knowing that we can endure difficult situations allows us to enjoy life's simple pleasures more deeply and with greater contentment. This mindset isn't about seeking hardship, but when challenges arise, viewing them as opportunities to apply our Stoic skills. Embracing voluntary hardships also cultivates a profound sense of self-efficacy. Each obstacle we overcome reinforces our belief in our own capabilities, thereby boosting our self-confidence. Every challenge faced and conquered serves as a reminder of our inner strength, perhaps previously unacknowledged. As we integrate these practices into our lives, we build not just a resilience that shields us from adversity, but a resilience that enables us to thrive through adversity. This approach does not mean we seek out suffering. Rather, it means that when hardship does come, we see it as an occasion to strengthen our resolve and fortify our mental toughness. Let's take a page from Seneca's book and challenge ourselves to enter the arena of voluntary hardship. It is in these moments, through embracing and overcoming difficulties, that we discover not just the keys to resilience, but also to a more satisfying and empowered life. 2. Practice acceptance to alleviate suffering. In today's fast-paced world where control is often mistaken for competence, Seneca, a revered Stoic philosopher, brings us back to the grounding principle of acceptance. He articulates this wisdom through the powerful maxim, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This insight lays bare the often self-inflicted agony that stems from our resistance to accepting life as it unfolds. Men, who are particularly socialized to be in control, can find profound relief in embracing the idea that not all aspects of life are within our grasp. To cultivate mental toughness, acceptance is not about passive resignation, but rather an active engagement with the realities that we cannot change. This involves a strategic pivot from expending energy on futile resistance to focusing on areas where we can make a real impact. By acknowledging the limits of our influence, we liberate ourselves from unnecessary burdens and enhance our capacity to navigate life with resilience and a calm demeanor. Adding to this, Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic luminary, offers reinforcing counsel. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This echoes Seneca's teachings and emphasizes the empowerment that comes from focusing on our internal responses rather than external circumstances. In practical terms, this means stepping back and examining what frustrates us and discerning whether it is within our control. If it is not, we practice letting go and channeling our energies toward constructive endeavors that reflect our values and aspirations. This approach not only diminishes emotional turmoil, but also cultivates a serene mindset, which is essential for confronting challenges with poise and vigor. The modern man faces numerous challenges, from career pressures and familial responsibilities to societal expectations, where this lesson can be particularly salient. By applying the Stoic practice of acceptance, one can reduce stress and enhance overall well-being, leading to a more balanced and fulfilling life. Engaging with this philosophy provides not just solace but also a practical framework for living more harmoniously. Each day offers a new opportunity to practice this acceptance. As you encounter obstacles, remind yourself of Seneca's wisdom and ask whether the challenge is something you can influence. If not, let acceptance transform your experience from one of struggle to one of peace. This doesn't just help in coping. It actively reshapes your life's narrative from one of conflict to one of empowerment and peace. In conclusion, the Stoic lesson of acceptance is a powerful antidote to the modern ailment of perpetual dissatisfaction. For men navigating the complexities of midlife, this teaching offers a robust strategy for reducing stress and achieving personal tranquility and effectiveness. Remember, by mastering acceptance, we do not merely endure life, we thrive in it, making the most of every moment by focusing on what truly matters. 3. Cultivate compassionate detachment. Consider a scenario familiar to many, a workplace environment where tensions run high. One employee, let's call her Jane, is known for her calm demeanor. Despite the chaos of tight deadlines and high stakes, she remains unflappable. What's her secret? Jane practices compassionate detachment. She supports her colleagues, listens to their frustrations, and offers guidance. Yet she doesn't let their stress become her own. This balance allows her to be a pillar of support without compromising her well-being. How can we apply this in our lives? It begins by recognizing that while we can offer support, the decisions and feelings of others are not ours to control. Setting clear emotional boundaries is not a sign of carelessness, but a strategy to maintain our own clarity and stability. This Stoic practice is not just about protecting ourselves. It's also about being more effective in our support to others, as it helps us stay rational and focused. By embracing compassionate detachment, we avoid the common pitfall of emotional burnout. It allows us to care for others sincerely and effectively, without letting their emotional states dictate our peace of mind. We become better listeners, more thoughtful advisors, and more stable friends and family members. Have you ever found yourself so absorbed in a friend's problem that it began to affect your own emotional state? Reflecting on this might show you the importance of compassionate detachment. In conclusion, Seneca's lesson of compassionate detachment is a valuable tool for anyone looking to build resilience and maintain emotional stability. It teaches us to help others, not by taking on their emotional burdens, but by offering strength and support that comes from a place of calm and centeredness. What steps can you take today to practice this in your own life? How might this change the way you interact with those around you? And what impact could it have on your mental peace and toughness? Thank you all for watching this video. If you find our video interesting and enjoyable, please leave a like and share it with others so they can discover it too. If you feel that our video could be improved, please leave your comments below so we can learn from your feedback and make even better videos in the future. Your contributions not only help us improve, but also enrich the learning experience for our entire community. Let's start a conversation in the comment section below. Stay here and don't go anywhere. The secrets we are about to reveal will surprise you, so continue exploring with us. 4. Manage your impulses with self-awareness. Epictetus, a sage in this philosophical tradition, teaches us, "No man is free who is not master of himself." This profound insight underscores the crucial role of self-mastery in achieving true freedom and happiness. It's not about suppressing your emotions, no. That would neither be healthy nor sustainable. Instead, Stoicism encourages us to understand and manage our emotions with self-awareness. Imagine you're in a heated discussion. Your initial impulse might be to respond with sharp words. However, by becoming more aware of your impulses and the triggers that set them off, you can choose to respond in ways that reflect your long-term values rather than short-term reactions. This doesn't mean you deny your feelings, but rather that you understand them deeply enough to act thoughtfully. Aristotle, another towering figure in philosophy, spoke about moderating our impulses through the development of virtues, finding a balance Aristotle termed the golden mean, the ideal state between excess and deficiency. For instance, courage isn't about being reckless or cowardly. It's about finding that perfect balance where your actions are neither impulsive nor frozen by inaction. How can we apply this to our everyday interactions? This rational approach, practiced by Marcus Aurelius himself, who advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength," helps us focus on our internal responses, granting us the fortitude to manage our reactions constructively. This disciplined approach to impulse management isn't just about avoiding regrettable outbursts. It's about forging a path to a more thoughtful and fulfilling life. It's about making philosophy a way of living, not just a subject to study. Seneca, emphasizing preparedness, advises us to rehearse mentally. Exile, torture, war, shipwreck, all the terms of our human lot should be before our eyes. While this might seem extreme, it's not about courting despair but about being prepared for life's inevitable challenges. What Stoics call Premeditatio Malorum, the premeditation of potential adversities. So, how does this ancient wisdom translate into modern practice? It's about embracing every moment as an opportunity to practice self-awareness, to make decisions not in the heat of emotion, but with clarity and composure. Think about it. When was the last time you stepped back from an emotional response to evaluate it rationally? What could have changed if you had? Integrating these Stoic practices into our daily lives, we not only bolster our mental toughness but also enhance our interactions and overall well-being. We transform not only how we react but how we live, striving for a life marked not by hasty reactions, but by thoughtful deliberations and meaningful actions. This is the true essence of mental toughness as taught by Stoicism, a resilience that comes from within, providing not just stability in turmoil but a profound sense of peace and satisfaction. Consider this. If you're worried about job security, it's natural to feel unsettled. However, instead of letting fear take the wheel, why not channel that energy into proactive steps? Update your resume, enhance your skills, or explore alternative career paths. You prepare yourself to face potential challenges head-on, reducing the impact if the worst does happen. You're not just waiting passively for life to happen to you, you're actively preparing, which fundamentally changes how you experience and react to adversity. This principle of preparedness extends beyond personal crises. It's about maintaining readiness for any significant life change, be it financial upheaval or personal loss. By staying prepared, you not only buffer yourself against the initial shock but also speed up your recovery and adjustment period. The shift from being reactive to responsive might seem subtle, yet it's incredibly powerful in transforming how we handle life's uncertainties. Now, why is this shift so crucial? When we react, we often let our immediate emotions lead, which can result in less than ideal outcomes. But when we respond, we take a moment to consider our actions and their consequences, leading to more thoughtful and deliberate decisions. As we integrate this practice into our daily routines, we not only enhance our ability to deal with challenges, but also find a deeper sense of satisfaction in our response to them. This approach doesn't just help us manage life's storms, it equips us to navigate them with a calm and composed mind. Embracing this Stoic lesson of impulse management and self-awareness, we don't just survive the ups and downs of life, we thrive through them, cultivating resilience that lasts. What steps will you take today to prepare for the uncertainties of tomorrow? 5. Shift perception to overcome victim mentality. Stoicism offers a transformative insight. Our perception determines our reality. How we interpret life's challenges profoundly shapes our experiences. If we view ourselves as passive victims, we relinquish our control and power. Conversely, if we see challenges as opportunities for growth and learning, we retain agency over our responses, adopting a proactive approach to life. Take a typical situation. You didn't receive a promotion at work, and you feel overlooked or unfairly treated. While these feelings are understandable, Stoicism encourages us to scrutinize our reactions. Are we focusing solely on loss and injustice? What if we instead viewed the setback as a chance to seek constructive feedback, enhance our skills, or explore a career path that aligns more closely with our goals? This perspective shift from self-victimization isn't about dismissing the real challenges or injustices we encounter. It's about changing our focus from what happens to us to how we respond to these events. It transforms us from passive recipients of life's blows to active participants in our destiny. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" we begin to ask, "What can I learn from this? How can this situation help me grow?" Stoicism arms us with the ability to detach from knee-jerk emotional reactions and view situations more objectively. It teaches us that although we may not control external events, we can master our perceptions and reactions. This mental shift is liberating and empowering, enabling us to live with purpose and resilience, and preparing us better for future challenges. Moreover, by adopting the Stoic principle, we enhance our interactions with others. By refusing to see ourselves as perpetual victims, we cultivate healthier relationships based on mutual respect and understanding, rather than blame and resentment. We become more empathetic, recognizing that just as we are architects of our happiness, others are too for theirs. In embracing Stoicism, we free ourselves from the constraints of self-victimization. We take control of our narrative, affirming that we are the creators of our own reality. This empowerment is the core of Stoicism and the key to a fulfilling and proactive life. So, how will you choose to reframe your story today? Will you rise above feelings of victimhood, not by ignoring your pain, but by reshaping your story with strength, wisdom, and resilience? Let's choose to see our challenges not as barriers, but as bridges to a more empowered and purposeful existence. 6. Find clarity and wisdom in solitude. Seneca famously urged, "Retire into yourself as much as possible," a piece of advice that underscores the profound value of solitude in Stoic philosophy. This isn't a call to isolation, but an invitation to profound self-reflection and introspection. In our bustling, hyper-connected world, the constant noise can easily drown out our inner voices, making it difficult to focus on personal growth and values. How often do you take a moment to disconnect from the world and reconnect with your inner self? Stoicism suggests that true solitude is about achieving a state of deep self-awareness rather than simply being alone. This practice can lead to significant insights and has been endorsed by many philosophers throughout history. For instance, Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic thinker, often discussed the importance of introspection in his writings, asserting, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." This idea portrays solitude as a sanctuary where we can escape external demands and focus on internal growth. Moreover, solitude allows us to explore our thoughts and emotions without distraction. It offers us the space to process our experiences and ensures our actions align with our principles. Regular engagement in this practice helps us cultivate a deeper understanding of who we are and what we truly desire from life, which is essential for living authentically and achieving personal fulfillment. Aristotle also emphasized the role of self-reflection in achieving eudaimonia, or human flourishing. He argued that self-knowledge is crucial for developing virtues and living a life governed by reason. In solitude, we have the opportunity to critically assess our lives and make adjustments that genuinely reflect our deepest values and aspirations. The Stoic practice of solitude is also pivotal in developing resilience. Epictetus highlighted the need for personal reflection to strengthen the mind against adversity. He advised using solitude as a tool to fortify character and mental endurance, preparing us for life's inevitable challenges. He stated, "It is in your power to withdraw yourself whenever you desire. Perfect tranquility within consists in the good ordering of the mind, the realm of your own." Furthermore, spending time alone can enhance our appreciation of relationships and social interactions. When we emerge from periods of solitude, we often find we have more to offer others, be it greater empathy, patience, or clarity. This not only enriches our personal relationships, but also amplifies our contributions to our communities. The Stoic pursuit of solitude isn't about escaping from life, but about engaging with it more deeply. By retreating into ourselves, we gain the clarity needed to act more thoughtfully in the world. Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus all teach us that solitude should not be seen as a withdrawal from life, but as a strategic tool to live more fully and meaningfully. Stoicism teaches us the value of focus, the power of self-control, the importance of preparedness, the strength in embracing hardships, the freedom from self-victimization, and the clarity that comes from solitude. These principles challenge us to look inward and refine our character, to face life with both honesty and courage. Stoicism doesn't promise an easy life, but offers tools to handle life's challenges more effectively. It encourages us to see every obstacle as an opportunity to practice virtue, and every hardship as a chance to test our resilience. By embracing these Stoic practices, we're not just surviving, we're thriving, cultivating a life of peace and fulfillment from within. In the spirit of Stoicism, let's continue to explore how these ancient wisdoms can help us navigate the complexities of modern life. How will you apply these lessons to improve your daily experience and strive to live with greater intention and virtue? Thank you all for being here with us today. If you've made it this far, you're clearly ready to embrace your authentic self. I'd love to hear from all of you about your journey towards authenticity. If you're unsure what to comment, feel free to simply drop a line saying, "I choose authenticity," to show your commitment to this Stoic journey. Don't go anywhere, stick with us. The next part of our video will truly open your eyes. We're excited to share more profound insights into Stoicism, which are just moments away. Keep watching. We have some incredible insights to share in just a moment. 7. Prepare mentally for challenges. Premeditatio Malorum. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to navigate life's storms with grace and poise, while others are easily rattled? The Stoic philosopher Seneca provides a powerful strategy for developing such mental resilience. He teaches us not to be overwhelmed by adversity, but to be fortified against it. This mental readiness, a concept known as Premeditatio Malorum, isn't about pessimistically expecting the worst. Instead, it's about being prepared to handle any situation, thereby enhancing our resilience and mental toughness. Through this Stoic lens, we don't just see the potential for loss or hardship, we see every challenge as an opportunity for personal growth and renewal. Seneca beautifully captures this idea when he says, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." This philosophy lies at the heart of Stoicism and introduces a practice that might seem counterintuitive at first: voluntarily embracing hardships. It's not about seeking discomfort as a form of punishment, but as a means to fortify our mental resilience and expand our capacity to handle life's inevitable challenges. So, what does it mean to voluntarily embrace hardships? Think of an athlete who trains under harsh conditions to prepare for competition. This athlete knows that by pushing their limits in a controlled environment, they are better equipped to handle the stresses of the actual event. Similarly, when we choose to face difficulties head-on, whether it's tackling a challenging project at work, speaking up in public, or even opting to live more simply, we not only test our resilience, but also enhance it. This practice of Premeditatio Malorum goes beyond merely thinking about potential negative outcomes. It involves actively engaging with these scenarios to diminish their impact. For example, if you fear public speaking, instead of shying away from it, you might choose to take every opportunity to speak in public. This proactive approach reduces the anxiety associated with such situations because you're no longer stepping into the unknown, but into a familiar territory. Moreover, this Stoic exercise encourages us to reflect on worst-case scenarios, not to dwell on them, but to lessen the emotional impact they may have if they do occur. Seneca advises, rehearse them in your mind: exile, torture, war, shipwreck. All the terms of our human lot should be before our eyes. By mentally rehearsing these extreme conditions, we train ourselves to respond to everyday stresses with a much calmer, composed outlook. Now, ask yourself, how often do you push your comfort zone to prepare for potential challenges? Do you step back from difficult situations, or do you engage with them, knowing that each challenge is an opportunity to strengthen your mental toughness? Adopting this Stoic mindset, we can transform the way we perceive and react to adversities. It's not about bracing for a blow that might never come. It's about developing a resilience that permeates all aspects of our lives, making us more robust, more serene, and ultimately more equipped to handle whatever life throws our way. This approach doesn't just help us manage life's challenges, it helps us thrive through them. As we continue to practice Premeditatio Malorum, we not only build mental toughness but also cultivate a profound sense of peace, knowing we are prepared for life's uncertainties. In embracing these Stoic lessons, how will you begin to prepare mentally for the challenges ahead? What steps can you take today to ensure that when adversity strikes, you're not just surviving but thriving? 8. Focus on one thing at a time. In our fast-paced world, the wisdom of Seneca, "To be everywhere is to be nowhere," resonates profoundly. This adage underpins a pivotal Stoic lesson: the power of focus. As we juggle numerous responsibilities and chase various ambitions, it's vital to remember that trying to multitask often leads to a dilution of quality and an increase in errors. This myth of multitasking is pervasive, yet it undermines our ability to perform effectively. Marcus Aurelius, another towering figure in Stoic philosophy, further clarifies this by advising, "Concentrate every minute like a Roman, like a man, on doing what's in front of you with precise and genuine seriousness, tenderly, willingly, with justice, and on freeing yourself from all other distractions." His words urge us to embrace the moment with a fierce, singular focus, suggesting that such an approach not only enhances productivity, but also enriches the quality of our mental state. This pursuit of focused action aligns beautifully with Plato's notion that true beauty and truth arise from giving our utmost effort to our endeavors. By channeling our energies into a single task, we align closer with ideals of excellence and virtue. Furthermore, Aristotle would concur, as his philosophy praises the development of virtues through consistent and right actions, notably temperance or self-control. This virtue helps us curb the incessant pull of distractions and instant gratifications, fostering a disciplined approach to our daily tasks. The psychological and emotional benefits of this practice are substantial. Focusing on one task at a time reduces the cognitive overload, thereby minimizing stress and enhancing our decision-making capabilities. Such a method not only adheres to the Stoic path, but is also supported by contemporary psychological studies, which suggest that our brains are best suited to handle one complex activity at a time. Socrates, through his method of deep inquiry, exemplifies the effectiveness of concentrating intensely on a single subject. This intense focus not only aids in achieving a more profound understanding and insight, but also promotes a calmer, more balanced existence. By adopting this disciplined focus, we reject the chaos associated with modern multitasking, opting instead for a more deliberate and thoughtful approach to life. Seneca's caution, "All the greatest torments are the result of an undisciplined mind," ties back to the core Stoic principle of mastering one's impulses to avoid emotional turmoil. The practice of focusing singularly can be seen as a form of cultivating mental toughness, as it teaches us to control our thoughts and, by extension, our emotions and actions. In applying these ancient teachings to our modern lives, we find that the principles of Stoicism are not just about enduring hardship, but about thriving through a thoughtful, focused, and virtuous approach to life. As we endeavor to focus wholly on one task at a time, we might discover not just improved outcomes in our work, but enhanced well-being in our lives. This practice transforms mundane tasks into opportunities for mindfulness and personal growth, making each moment count for more. In essence, the Stoic practice of focusing on the task at hand is not merely a strategy for productivity, but a profound commitment to living deliberately and fully, one moment at a time. It's a powerful antidote to the relentless pace of modern life, offering a pathway to peace and satisfaction amidst the world's clamor. As we conclude our exploration of the Stoic lessons from Seneca for mastering mental tenacious, we've delved deep into how these principles can fortify our mental resilience and enrich our lives. Each lesson offers a unique perspective on embracing challenges, managing impulses, and finding strength in solitude, guiding us toward a more purposeful and empowered existence. I hope you found these insights valuable and are inspired to integrate them into your daily routine. If you're eager to continue on this journey of personal growth and mental toughness with us, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Stoic in Your Life. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you won't miss out on any of our upcoming videos, where we'll dive even deeper into the practical applications of Stoic philosophy in modern life. Thank you for watching, and let's keep striving to live a more stoic, resilient, and fulfilling life together.